What's up, garden nerds? Today we're gonna nerd out over lavender. We have an awesome surprise. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Come on, let's go. What's up, guys? Today we have an awesome treat for you. We are at an awesome place. Can you see all this lavender that I'm standing in? We are at a lavender farm and it smells so good. So today we are here with Terry. Thank you, Terry, for being with us.
Hi, I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having us. So I've driven past this a lot. We stay up in Strawberry and we always drive by it and we think it's so cool, but I don't know much about this place. So tell us, what is this? How long has it been around? Just give us a brief history of the lavender farm.
I'd be so happy to. So we are at Pine Creek Canyon Lavender Farm in Pine, Arizona, and we're about 5,500 feet in elevation, which is an amazing, amazing little band for the growth of lavender. High altitude lavender is considered amongst the best lavender in the world. And we grow 3 varieties. We have 2/3 of which are culinary, which is really important to us. So we have an English variety of lavender called Royal Velvet, and that's in our lower fields. And our midfield is Provence Lavender, which probably many of your listeners will know as one of the best culinary lavenders, Herbes de Provence, widely grown, of course, in France and in the Provence region. And then the field that we're standing in right now, Michael, this is Grosso. And Grosso is our essential oil lavender. Again, one of the most grown varieties worldwide, very, very high quality lavender essential oil.
You know, that's funny you say that because when I'm out here smelling it, it smells like the essential oil. So it's funny you say that. It smells awesome.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And we are a certified naturally grown farm, which means we use no herbicides, no pesticides, and we don't even need to use any commercial fertilizer or even natural fertilizers because we have elk. And the elk, although they really don't eat the lavender, they jump into our fields by the scores, kind of meander through, often tear up our water lines. That is the reason why we grow lavender here in Pine, because we bought this great old historic farm. And after we purchased it, we said, hey, we have all this property and we are so fortunate that we have ditch water, which is the historic water system that was developed here in Pine by the early pioneers. And we get about 4 hours a week, which is 35,000 gallons of water. Our lavender, we have over 5,000 lavender, and we water each plant about twice a week, a gallon per plant.
Oh, that's not bad.
So yeah, so we have a 10,000 gallon storage tank.
Okay.
So during our water time, those 4 hours, we fill our tank and water the lavender during those 4 hours. And then later in the week, we will empty that tank onto our lavender with another really complete watering. And right now you can see how completely full and vibrant.
Yes.
Lavender is a flower and it's a very oil rich flower. And so if you take this lavender like this, and you can see all of the bees buzzing away on this one, and you look at these little flowers that are developing, these bright purple ones, that's what each one of these little buds will eventually burst into. But right now this lavender is just perfect for harvesting. We've got a lot of pop here, we've got a lot of bees working the field, and of course the aroma is amazing. But if I squeeze this lavender, I wish you had a scratch and sniff on
I know, because it smells awesome.
on your video, but it just brings all those oils that are being encapsulated into these flowers to the surface. And that's why lavender sachets will last literally for years, if not decades.
So that's a question I have. How old is this lavender? And are you continuously pulling out lavender and planting new lavender? I honestly don't know much about lavender and how it's grown and propagated.
Yeah, well, that's a great question. So it depends on the climate for lavender, how you actually manage and propagate your fields. So our particular climate is kind of dry. We have this, wonderful, very alkaline soil conditions, and also extremely alkaline water, which is really important in the commercial propagation of lavender. These plants are 4 years old in May, so they are just reaching kind of their early 20s for people.
Got it, got
You know,
it, okay.
they're very vibrant and healthy, and these plants will probably last 15 to 20 years.
Oh, wow, okay,
Mhm.
okay. And so when you harvest them, are you just taking the top flowers, or are you cutting them down and they regrow each year?
Yeah, so if you can see into these plants right here, see as you get down here where there's all this is sort of the part of the plant that stays all the time, or these nice little leaflets.
Okay.
And as the lavender wakes up in the spring, it'll start shooting up these stalks, and they grow so fast you can't believe it. So all of this occurred in, you know, just a few months.
Wow.
So what we do is we pick it up like this, and we hand harvest.
Okay.
We have these special little sickles, and we come through and we cut the lavender about like that. In
Okay.
fact, a bundle of lavender that we sell in the store would be a nice full handful about like that, and then it would be cut right here.
Got it.
So you can see what a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful bunch that is. And then in the fall, we'll come back through and trim the plants to make a nice little mound out of each plant. And then we try every year to get through and wash every plant, because lavender really likes several things. I already mentioned the alkaline conditions,
Yep.
extremely important. And lavender really likes to be extremely well drained and lots of air and breathability around its roots.
Okay.
So every year you can see, actually, for a plant being in the ground for 4 years, how clean it is under here.
Yeah.
And we do that to 5,300 plants.
Wow.
By
Okay.
hand, because it really wants this very, very nice, lots of breathability
Yep.
around its roots, and extremely well-drained conditions. In fact, I get folks that come up to the farm all the time, and they'll say, guess what? I bought these beautiful lavender plants. I bought the finest potting soil. I got some fertilizer or some compost. I'm keeping them nice and wet, like they're growing tomatoes or something in a container. And they'll say, and I'll interrupt them and say, your lavender died, didn't it? And they'll say, yeah, what happened? And the answer is always, you loved it to death.
Got it.
You just can't go there with lavender.
Okay.
It needs
Interesting.
to have lots of freedom, alkaline conditions, and in the valley and in high temperatures, it loves water, but got to keep that water off of its roots.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So I'm interested. It smells so good.
Isn't that amazing?
I love it. I'm interested, how did you buy this farm and you were already into growing things and planting things, and you decided, hey, let's do lavender, or how did that occur? Tell me your experience.
Well, it's kind of a funny story, because I've been an organic gardener all my life, and
Okay.
I love to do, and we actually have a cooking school right here at the farm.
Okay.
And for decades, I've kind of followed my granny's teachings and taught home foods preserving, canning, freezing, drying techniques.
Okay.
And so I've always been an avid vegetable gardener.
Got it.
But when we bought the property and said, hey, we've got all this land, we've got all this great water, I said, let's grow something. And Rick said, well, what are we going to do about the elk? So our business plan was Terry running into her computer and going, what won't elk eat? And kind of dovetailing that with our soil conditions, our weather type, our growing zone. We're 7A here. And the opportunity that crop would provide some commercial benefits. And lavender was hands down, and we knew nothing.
Really?
We knew nothing.
And how long ago was this?
Well, the plants were 4 in May.
Okay.
So the October before was when we bought the property.
Okay.
So we just said, I'm an attorney. So by nature, I like to research things, find the facts, and it just has been an amazing journey. And we just love lavender. We cannot believe what amazing plant this is.
Yeah. Well, for 4 years, this is amazing. You obviously figured it out fast because it's working. And I love lavender because it's unique. Like, where else do you drive by and see a lavender farm?
It's pretty amazing. But lavender is just, it goes everywhere you want it to go, from healing And did you know this? Lavender is the #1 topical treatment by a number of medical research papers for alopecia, for hair loss.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I did not know that. The uses are never ending. That's cool. I really wish you guys could be in this field because perfect breeze, bees, smells good, it's awesome. But can you show us, Terry, some things that you do with the lavender? Some things you sell, what you turn the lavender into?
Absolutely, I'd be so happy to. Let's go to the store.
Let's go. All right, guys, we are in the store, the lavender store. If you look up here, there's lavender hanging. It smells fantastic in here as well. This is really cool. So Terry, show us what you have in here. Give us a breakdown.
I'd love to. This is my royal velvet. We talked a little bit about that outside. So this is when it's been dried and ready to go for all these amazing culinary products. And I show you this because I want to take you to one of my most popular products is our lavender sugar. And even though this looks really white, once you add butter or some kind of liquids to it, it would turn a lovely, lovely like lavender color. And we use our lavender sugar in all kinds of things. It's a great really to sub it out for regular sugar when you're baking, so that you can turn regular scones into lavender scones, regular
really cool.
fudge into lavender fudge. Spans the globe. Wonderful in tea and in coffee in the morning. But another product that we make that is really popular is our Lavender Cocoa.
Wow.
So this is like our lavender sugar with cocoa added to it.
Okay.
And it's processed until it's quite fine. And would you like to have a little taste?
I would love to.
This makes a fabulous cocoa, but what Rick and I find is that a weekend coffee.
Okay.
Grab a cup of coffee, put a couple of scoops in it, dollop of cream, and you have a lavender latte.
Wow. That is awesome. I know my girls would probably just eat that by the spoonful.
All right. I do the same thing
That
myself.
is really good. Wow.
I'm glad you like that.
I love it. I'm going to have to buy some of that.
Well, we do offer all of these products on our store, which is pinelavenderfarm.com. And we offer free shipping over $29 and try and keep it super well stocked with everything. And just happy to work with people. And if they need recipes, in fact, if you subscribe on our website, I give everybody a free recipe once a month of something amazing with lavender to make.
Okay, and we'll make sure to post the website down below if you guys want to click on it and check it out. Show us one or two other things in here that people really like.
Okay.
This is all very interesting.
Okay, so we do, obviously, we debundle lavender. We sell the tins of culinary lavender, both Provence and Royal Velvet. And one of the favorites that I make from Provence lavender is our lavender lemon pepper. Wow. Ready to give this a try?
Let's try it.
So this is a blend that I love for things like roasted meats. It's great in a salad.
Yep.
Super popular. In fact, I've shipped this as far as Dubai.
Really?
Yeah, people came here, they tried one and said, oh, we're going back to Dubai, we need some, so.
I would put that on, my wife's really good at making grilled chicken. That seems like it would be awesome on chicken.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
It's fantastic.
That's good.
How about a little lavender salt?
Yeah.
To salt your day up.
Let's try it.
So I use Royal Velvet. Now in that pepper, I use Provence.
This is good.
Yeah, but in the salt, I like the Royal Velvet. And that's really awesome. Try taking some potatoes or asparagus.
That would be awesome on
Toss
tomatoes.
them in a little bit of olive oil, hot oven, 400 degrees with that lavender salt sprinkled all over it. Fabulous.
That's great. So are you doing all this? You're harvesting the lavender and then you're turning it into this yourself as well?
Exactly. All of the culinary products we make right here at the farm, except the cocoa we do have packed for regulation reasons.
Got it.
But everything else we do make and pack right here at the farm. We have a number of other products, of course, all of the lavender lotions, bath bombs, face creams, actually some really wonderful sleep aid products and all of the things that you know that lavender is so good at.
Yep.
All of the teas we make right here at the farm also. And this is our Lavender Chamomile, which is like a knockout drug.
That's what my wife needs. She has problems sleeping. We'll have to get some of that too.
And we also do lavender mint, and the mint we grow here at the farm in season for mint, and also lavender Earl Grey and lavender hibiscus, and in the fall a lavender spicy fall blend that's quite delicious.
So it's like unlimited. The options are unlimited. You can make anything with lavender.
You can.
That's what it sounds like.
You can, absolutely. We really spend a lot of time creating new recipes. And in fact, I'm gonna be coming out with a cookbook.
Wow, okay, that's cool. That's really cool.
And it's going to feature lavender.
I'm sure. That is really cool. Well, thank you for letting us come here.
No, thank you. I'm
awesome.
so thrilled to have you here. And it's just wonderful that you drive by, and all of the tips and things that you do for your listeners to help them become better gardeners. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Now, when you come up to the high country, which is hot, I'm sure you're coming up to the high country, stop by this lavender farm. Check them out. Also, check out the website. Like I said, it's going to be linked down below. Everything in the store you guys ship, right?
We do ship, and right now, unfortunately, because of coronavirus, we are closed.
Okay.
Until the governor says that the curve is flattened and we can open again, which we're very sad about.
That is
but
sad.
Our online store is active, ready to go. Let us ship to you and keep you safe.
Perfect.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. We'll link all that below.
Yeah, for posts about when we're going to open again.
Perfect. At the very least, when you're up north, just drive by. You can smell it. You can see the bees. It's awesome. So again, Terry, thank you so much for letting us come here. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.